Greetings, greetings. What's going on? King David here with Cosmic Knowledge from the Cosmic Intelligence. And as always, giving respect to the Divine Feminine Empress. Big up on yourself, bless up on yourself as usual. You don't know. I think today we want to do the video. Like you see, I'm sitting on the indoors in the background, pineapple and other stuff. But today we want to talk about those who have selected to be in the spiritual community. Yes. This message could also be for the Christians. A lot of the things that I have said, and why I speak and contrast Christianity, because it could be Buddhism, it could be Muslim, could be Israelite, could be Rastafarianism, it could be any one of the religions, our body of beliefs or cultures that we practice in the world. Yeah, but I want to refer to it as spirituality. You have to be serious when you delve into your very own spirituality, especially your ancestral spirituality. You have to be very, very, very consistent. Once you've delved into it at a certain point, you just can't give it up again, because it's oneness, it's goodness, it's peace. It's like once you've taken yourself from the belief system and the action that you have to take, like for example your fasting, your meditation, the type of foods that you eat, connecting to the spiritual divine, giving reverence to the divine feminine, knowing who your ancestors are, connecting with all the orishas, connecting with the powers of your African ancestry. Yeah, once you've started to do that, then there's actually no turning back. If you turn back, it's like you're going to have experience where you will refer to it as sufferation, because there's actually no sufferation. What is that mean is that your mind is not aligning to your frequency. So it's for you to step up into your higher frequency. You have to purpose in yourself to step up into your higher frequency. When you're warned that you have to take a fast, especially the divine feminine empress that represents themselves here as the woman type female, you have to continue in your goodness, in your search for peace, in your search for purity, in your search for love, in your search for healing, in your search for prosperity, because we are not supposed to be on this realm and have what is known as sufferation, because there's adequate amount of everything here for us to enjoy and share and partake of. So yes, you may not be seeing any smiles coming out, because this is actually serious message, from the ancestors, from the spiritual realm, where it's not a warning. It's just, it's just an advice to those of you who have delved into your spirituality in such a manner that now you're turning love into hate. How can you do that? How can you turn love into hate? Hate is a very low frequency word and practice. That is not going to cause any form of unity. Hate is chaotic. You see? So you will have jealousy in hate, and you will have vexation in hate, and you will have all kind of backbiting and bad mind and envy, grudgefulness, in hate. So I am advising those of you who have taken on this spiritual journey, don't see sufferation at the end of the road, at the end of what you're going through, because it's just test. You have been, I think that most people have been taught incorrectly to think that, because, all right, look at it. They teach us that we have to achieve success through going through school, getting an education, go work hard and then get some money. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can't bring scent into your coffin with you. Or if you bring it into the furnace to be burned, the body can't bring it. So what is it that you're producing on this realm? What is your purpose here on this realm? So a lot of us are here on this realm and don't even realize that we have a purpose. We think we're just here to just live and eat food and have sex and enjoy self and then die and go back and have Jesus Christ in your corner and then die and go back to heaven. Nah, it's not that simple. You know, we decided that we want to come here. And so once we're here, on the spiritual journey, it's a spiritual journey because we're a spiritual being on the inside, man, with a soul. The body's gonna go. So what is it that you're working towards your spiritual self so you could heal yourself? It's love. It's the love frequency. Love is the key to uplift mankind. It is a gift from the Savior divine, right? So you have to remember that at all times. I tried to actually do a video on another tip because I'm running out of space now. You see, I'm in my Kerry Bonner shirt. I love it, but yes, collective, for those who are in the spiritual community and those who are listening, because if you're listening to and you're enjoying the message that I'm sending to you of peace, love, unity, and oneness, guess what? You're in the spiritual community also, because like I said, we are here to spread this message so that the entire globe, the entire world that you see we're living in, that is so much chaotic. Look how many rumors of war that's going on all over the globe. But yet you have somebody here. And there are many of us here that are telling you that you within yourself you have to make sure and ensure that you're living a peaceful life, You're communicating peacefully, you're creating peacefully, you're saying peaceful words because your words are your reality. Words are magical, words are powerful. I keep telling you, Logos, watch the focus. Remember, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God and is God. So the Word is a powerful thing. So if you purpose in your heart on a daily basis, consistently, you have 24 hours, they say, in a day. And most of us will be going to work for 8, 9, 10 hours with the work and traffic. Then you have to come back home, you have to cook, then you have to take the kids to school, and then you have to go home and take care of the house. And then, and for those who have husband, maybe you have to cut a little bit and find some time to have, companionship. And so at the end of the day, guess what? You have spent 14, 15 hours, 16 hours to do all the activities, and then you go sleep for 8 hours, wake up, and the routine starts all over again. And you don't get a chance to work on your very spirit and work on the very soul, which is on the inside. To get tiresome. Your body get tired from your routine of not being rejuvenated with your soul. You have to rejuvenate with your soul so you could have that energy. Be energetic. It's on the inside there. Yes, so a lot of our souls have been captured and under imprisonment. Because once you're not free to do the things and think the way that your inner is telling you to think, you're under hypnotism or imprisonment. Yeah. And so we are the ones that are here to help to free your soul. There are many people out there doing so. When I said we, I am included. And there are many, 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 many people. It's the Aquarian age that we're now presently living in. And so we have to continue, getting the information so that information are just codes. I'll explain that after. There are many teachers who actually do the metaphysics teaching of this, but I'm just like the practical teacher that tell you exactly what to do, because it's all mentalism. It's all mentalism. You have to think that way. You have to act that way, write that way, speak that way, and be that way. And once you're doing that and you're living in your higher frequency, trust me, high vibes, high frequency, you're happy. That's why I'm always happy at all times. So even though I'm not like protruding a smile right now, but you could tell that from this image right here. This is not a sad image. This is a very happy image. And so I always will tell you about your happiness, how you should exude that peacefulness. Yeah. And that's what it is. So I'm not going to take much of a time, but just to give an advice. Some people may say it's a warning to those who are in the spiritual community who have turned back from doing their spiritual work. You have to get involved on a daily basis, because it's now is not a time to go out there and start to work hard and hustle and bustle just to make money to survive. No, you have the power. Speak your reality. Be careful. It's true. It's true. I have seen many people that have spoken their reality. And so now it's a time for you to speak your very own reality. Be purposeful in what you say to people, to yourself, about yourself. Be purposeful in the things that you desire for yourself and for others. Yeah. So even though you may see a situation that you observe to be like that, sometimes you have to call it unlike that. Like for many of you who's walking in lack, I've seen it. I've seen people operating in lack and they think that they're doing good, because they have a credit card to use. If you have a credit card to use and you're paying interest and you still hold a credit card, you're living in lack. Trust me. If you are living in a house and you're still paying mortgage for it and taxes, you're living in lack. Or if you don't have the money to pay your taxes, you're living in lack. So these are the things that you have to take into consideration. And many of us have taken the time daily to be buying and buying and buying and buying and having all the clothes and things you think is nice and good and don't have any money. You're living in lack, for you cannot eat your clothes. You cannot eat the perfume. But you could use the money, and you cannot trade the money. Most times you can't trade the old clothes that you've worn already to get money. So it's good to have money from wherever it is, so that you can always be in a comfortable position to pay for your goods. 11 I just see on that thing, new beginnings. So it's an advice for those of you who want to make new beginnings, to know that you can purpose in your heart to do good to your body, to your mind, to your soul, and we should do it. I'm doing it, and I'm getting great results from it. Yeah. Not bragging or boasting. See, I'm in my Caribana. Yo, estoy jugando hoy. I'm playing today. Yeah. And it's the day after my Friday comeback, and I'm telling you, it's pure goodness. So we're not going to talk too much on the goodness, because there's also a time when we have to do our shadow work also. And this is the most difficult part for a lot of people. They see it as difficult. Or is it not difficult for you to go spend 8 hours on the job, but it is difficult for you to spend 1 hour to do your meditation and get to know your internals, your inner being, your inner God, that which communicates with you from the inside? Yeah. So you see, it's your mindset. You're thinking that it's most important to go to work, and not thinking that it is most important for you to free your mind and to have a powerful mind where you can think and see things manifest into your life. So again, my brothers and sisters, my family, gods and goddesses, divine feminine empresses, and divine masculine. Yeah. You have the power. I must warn you again. You have the power. You have the words in your mouth to speak positively. Every time it's a practice. And I keep telling you, it's for you to execute that practice of goodness, forgiveness, purity within you. Yeah, you have to keep on doing it. You can't stop. So if you're lacking patience, where, you give up easily, you will not be able to accomplish and finish. Yeah, because there's a point when, it's relaxed time after you've gone through all of the, what we call sufferation, which is not, it's just part of your journey, the process of getting you hardened. So you experience the journey, and you look, you see, now you have the tools to work with, because you know that you have completed this job. Yeah. So don't be fearful. Be fearless. Yeah, be fearless today, and go out there. And know that once you've started this journey of higher spiritual vibes, getting to know, that which is inside, activating your DNA, it's a journey that once you start it and you're connecting with your ancestors, there's no turning back. So if you think that you're going to turn back and go out there into the what we refer to as the matrix, the working world, so that you're going to have finances to be better off, it's not going to happen, because you cannot work enough by yourself with your own strength to be comfortably rich in this generation. And that's why we are dependent on, because the energies of the spirit that tells us that we have a birthright. We have a birthright to have all of this richness and the gold and the abundance, that we shall be lenders and not beggars in this realm, because we are the original people with all the goodness that is here. So wherever it's gone, you have to call it back. Call back your power, call back your energy. Yeah, stop giving your energies away. I see some people, they jump on the phone and they talk to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people every day. You're giving away your energies like that. That's one of the ways, or you give away your energies. Yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk to people, but have limitation. You know, you jump on the phone and 2 o'clock at night you're on the phone talking to people about people business. Yeah, and you for hours too, and you can spend 15 to 20 minutes, even 30 minutes to work on yourself, to have a meditation and speak to your God on the inside and tell him or her that you are grateful, you are thankful. You know, thank you to be connecting to a powerful being that autonomously run a system that I can't even explain and nobody can explain, which is the human body. Yes, you have to give a thanks. So, Divine Feminine Empress, I come to you with all honor, and I say, because you are the leaders, you are the leaders, you know. So I say for you, you know, yesterday I did a video where I exhort the Divine Feminine Empress to be more soft, to be in your feminine role instead of, you know, and let the male go out there to do the masculine work, because that's the process. You know, you will give instructions and information, the good one, to the male, so that you can work together and achieve this oneness and unity in peace and love. Yeah. So we say it's purity practice purposefully every day. Purity practice purposefully every day. Purity practices purposefully every day to pursue your prosperity. And so with that, King David coming to you again with a beautiful oneness, good, sweet, energetic message for you to have and to hold now and forever. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. To the power of the 9, Ashe, 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 Ashe. Oneness, peace, love, unity, justice, joy, power. Powerful, you're a powerful being. Remember that. We all are. All right? Take back your power, take back your energy, and be your God self.